So Forrest gets his story told in Escape by Kathleen Brooks. So we start off meeting Jordana, who is the child of a once military man, now politician in Brazil. And she is a biologist who studies and focuses on plants. Um, and using the plants in medicine. So she has made a discovery where she needs to go into the Amazon to get a sample of a vine so they can work with it, test it, because she thinks it could help cure sepsis better than the medicines currently around today. So she goes off into the forest and she is kidnapped by some bad dudes. Meanwhile, Forrest, who is one of the Townsend Nine, and he is in the forest helping a tribe with their water supply. So he is helping them find new ways to get them water because their current resources are not working for them. And as he's wrapping up his stay, Jordana is escaping from the bad guys, and they come together in the rainforest. And now it's up to them to escape the rainforest and, you know, figure out what's going on. So, along the way, as they try to escape, there's also a goat that gets adopted. And he befriends a goat and brings him home. It's kind of hilarious. Um, so they get back to Shadow's Landing, where Forrest is now living with his family. The Townsends have pretty much all moved there and are just trying to keep her safe while also figuring out what is going on. So they figure out that it is somebody who is trying to use the Amazon for nefarious purposes, which is, of course, true today. A lot of bad people are trying to use the Amazon resources for their own profit and pushing out native tribes, which not cool. So overall, really enjoyed the book. Thought it was really good. Lots of funny moments. There is a whole argument between which is better, the alligators or the caimans. So that was fun because Brazil and United States, they have caimans, we have alligators. And, Gator's like, no, gators are the best. And she's like, have you ever been around a caiman? It was good. Loved it. Of course, there is the church where she goes to women's group at the church. And if you don't know, women's group at the church is really just the cover for learning to fight with weapons. So they're all thinking she's a newbie. She's like, yeah, a little 10-year-old being like, oh, she's not gonna be able to. And then she shows up the 10-year-old and is like, 10-year-old was being sassy. It was well deserved, okay? Overall, it was a really good book. I really enjoyed this one. I was not terribly happy with who the bad guy ended up being, but I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't want to spoil anything. But that's just a me personal thing. That's not anything. But overall, really enjoyed it. So there's 3 left. There is Rowan, Damien, and Penelope left, and we already know Rowan's the next one. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be then Penelope, who may or may not be in love with a mafia boss. Former. He's not. So excited. And then Damien's, which I am so excited for at this point because I'm just like, who's he gonna end up with? But there you go. Happy reading.